Hey, what's up, guys? Coming back with another video. This video is going to be different. As you can see by the description of the title of the video, this is going to be story time with Ps3 Recoveries, live talk show. So I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I'm still going to be uploading game content, all that, every day as always. But Wednesday's gonna be a double upload day, and on Wednesdays I want to do the segment called Story Time. I've had a wild, crazy life, you know, partied a lot as a kid, in high school and all that. So I kind of want to share my experiences with you guys, So I'm gonna be telling some stories, and I'm gonna be, these aren't gonna be like, shitty stories. These are gonna be like really good stories. So my first story to start it out with is gonna be my first time going to a keg party. So my first time going to a keg party was fucking crazy. I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts. A lot of money in this town. Granted, my family did not have a lot of money. I'm just giving you guys a little background, a little history on me. By no means were we wealthy at all. Just a regular middle class family living in a rich town. I went, all the kids at my school, they all had tons of money, and which was okay. I didn't mind it, but I mean, I had everything I needed, but we just didn't ball out. So, anyways, so the kids I hung out with, my friends, there was like a clique of us. There was like 5 of us. Every day after school we would hang out, and we used to hang out at my friend Sean's house. And Sean's house was, I guess you could call it, kind of like the party house or whatnot. His parents were cool. They really didn't, you know, monitor us at all. They didn't, there's like no guidance or anything. They were like kind of alcoholics, so they were like at the bars or whatnot every day, and we basically had the house to ourselves every day after school. So I was like a freshman in high school, and over there at Sean's house, we used to, smoke pot, you know, and drink beers and stuff like that, when we got out of school. And because, that was just the stuff we used to do back then. We didn't think anything of it. And in my household, I had one brother. My brother was 7 years older than me, so that's where we got all of our alcohol from. Basically, if I wanted something, I would just give him the money. He'd go to the store, get it, and I'd go to my friend's house and we would just party. So we ended up getting the idea of throwing a keg party. So we're all at school and we're like, man, I think it was like a Thursday or something like that. And we're like, I went to a technical high school, so we had shop one week and then we had academics the next week. So in shop class, we all got of course we were all in the same shop because we were all friends. We all took the same shop class, which was machine shop. So basically we all got the idea, let's throw a keg party. So they're like, Paul, can you get the alcohol? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Just give me the money. I'll talk to my brother after school and I'll get it all set up for tomorrow. So they all gave me the money. I ended up we couldn't get kegs per se. So we ended up getting those big Bud Light beer balls. They hold like 55 beers per beer ball, and you have to have a tap for it. So it's kind of like a keg. So, anyways, we get those, and I had my brother drop me off at the quarry. This is on a Thursday, so I stash them in the woods. And don't mind you, like this is like right when school started, so it was like September, just the end of summer, so it was still hot. And the beer sat out there overnight. I covered up with some branches, some leaves. It sat out there over, that day, Thursday, into Friday. After school Friday, we all got together at Sean's house, and there was like 15 20 of us, and we all go up to the quarries. So we're gonna go camping. We all brought tents, sleeping bags. You know, everyone else they brought, vodka, all types of booze. So we all get up there, we start the fire, we set up camp, and then we just start partying. Like, so it's about, I want to say, it's probably like 60 to 70 feet up is the highest cliff, and that's where we set camp up. So this is a huge quarry. Like, it's probably the size of a football field, like long, and it's probably like half a football field wide. And the highest part is like 60, 70 feet, and that's where we were partying at the highest point. So, we're all partying. It's like 10 o'clock at night, so we're all wasted. We already killed like, I think it was 2 beer balls. We're on our last beer ball. We already polished off a couple bottles of vodka, and we're smoking weed too, so we're completely fucked up. And we're all like, I want to say we're freshmen, so I was probably like 14, 15, something like that. I think I was 14. And so at any party, there's always someone that gets into a fight with another person. So I had this friend Alex that we used to hang out with us, and there was another kid he had beef with. His name was Scott, and he was from like this foster home. His name was Scotty B. Came from his foster home that was in my town. So, I mean, he was an alright kid, but he was like from the city, kind of thuggish. I think he was like Spanish or something. And this other kid that he got into a fight with, he was Spanish too, but he was from like New York. So he had like a big attitude, this and that, but he's a really good kid. I was friends with him, so we were good friends. But he was he was a prick. If you didn't know him, he was a prick. So him and Scotty, they started having words. Of course they were drinking, liquor's involved. Everyone's a big badass when they're drinking. So Scotty starts running his mouth. Alice is like, "Yeah, you want to fuck with me?" So he starts going after him, and I think like 3 of us we broke it up. We're like, "Dude, you guys are friends. Just chill, like it's nothing." And Alex is like, "All right, all right." He goes, "Fuck you, then." He goes, "Fuck it, I'm over it." So Alex like walks off into the woods, and I was like, "Damn, you can't walk off into the quarries at nighttime in the woods drunk. There's cliffs all around you. Like you can fucking kill yourself so easy." So anyway, I go after him, and the kid's like behind a rock, like a big boulder. We're at the quarries, big boulders everywhere. He's behind a boulder, like squatting down. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck you doing? You alright? You sick?" He goes, "Nah, nah, get the fuck out of here." He goes, "I'm taking a shit." I go, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm taking a shit." He goes, "Yo, that motherfucker got me so heated. I gotta take a shit now." I was like, "Damn." I'm like, "All right, dude." So, I let him do his business, and he comes back to me like I'm at the party, hanging out with my friends, drinking by the fire, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you." I go, "What? What's up? What are you doing?" He's like, "Man," he goes, "fuck that kid Scott." He goes, "I know you don't want me to fight." He goes, "But yo, man, you like disrespecting me, so I gotta get him." And I go, "Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? If you're not gonna fight him, what are you gonna do?" And he's like, "I got something planned." He goes, "I need you to distract him for me." I go, "All right." So I go up, I start talking to him. I think he was gonna play like a little joke on him or something like that. But he comes up from behind this boulder, right? And he starts walking up to the bonfire. He's got a fucking stick in his hand. And I couldn't really see him, it's night, 10 o'clock at night. We're at the fire, and he's like walking off, from the darkness, walking into us. And I couldn't really see what he had. But he took a stick, poked his shit with it, so he's got a big fucking steaming pile of shit log on the tip of his stick, and he's walking up, and he's got this thing held with 2 fucking hands, like over his shoulder, like ready to fucking like fling it at him. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Scotty." Scotty doesn't hear him, so he says his name again, "Scotty, Scotty." Scotty turns around, and he fucking flung the shit at him. It hit him directly in the face, like nose, like direct impact in the face. I was like, oh shit. It was like a fucking Matrix mode. Like, as Scott's turning around, he flings it, and it hits him bang right in the face. Oh, I started dying. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen. Dude gets hit with a pile of shit right in the fucking face. Oh, I was dying. Scott, he starts flipping out. No, what the fuck? He literally jumps off the quarry, mind you, in the water. There's like old cars. There's like a telephone pole, big boulders, like little islands and shit. You gotta jump off like right in the right spot to hit that deep hole to like not get hurt. Yo, this kid, he wanted that shit off his face so bad. He just jumped without even looking into the water. Luckily, he hit the water, made it out fine, washed himself off in the water. But he was heated. He gets out of the water, he comes up, and he starts going off on this kid. Like, he starts swinging haymakers, and I was like, holy shit. And this kid Alex just winds up, bang, right to the fucking head, and just like literally dropped him. Didn't knock him out, but just dropped him. He was down for like 10 minutes. But dude, that was the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. That was my experience at a keg party. Like, unfucking real. I was like, man, if this is what keg parties are like, you guys can fucking have them. Like, this is completely fucked up. But that's my first experience of a keg party. Um, so this was story time. Every Wednesday, I'm gonna be doing a double upload. I'm gonna be doing story time, and I'll be doing another video of Call of Duty or whatever game I'm playing that day. And yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to smash the like button, comment down below on what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And next week, I will be telling you guys a story about my first time getting laid. And it's a good story. So if you guys liked it, I'm glad. I'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe.